Hi everyone. Well, it's Wednesday and it's Plushy day. And I have one whole plushie for you. I have been extremely busy with orders. Very, very blessed, very, very lucky that, that I do get these orders. So that's what I've been doing. I've sent out several in the last week. So I don't even have them to show you. One I took a picture of, and one I did do a video clip with, but I will not be showing that until next week. So I did do a little bit with the stuff I made, but not a whole heck of a lot. So as some of you know who are from my paper crafting family, I met my friend Denise Becker on Saturday, and we were in Michael's, and she insisted on buying me something for my birthday. Well, not just something, she wanted to get me yarn, so I would have yarn to do plushies with. So after much back and forth arguing about it, I gave in, and she bought me 7 skeins of yarn. She wanted to get me more. I had to fight her on that. So let me show you the yarns that I got for my birthday, and they're big ones. Big ones, big ones, big ones. Alrighty. I've got Sweet Snuggles Light, and this color is, heck if I can see it, color. They have the weirdest color names, honestly. Sorry about that. Well, it just says SK27. But it's this pretty blue. Oh, it says country blue elsewhere, not where I thought it would. So a nice country blue color, which was always one of my favorite, if not my favorite color when I lived in New England. And we got another this is Sweet Snuggles Light. And this color is turquoise. Pretty, pretty. I'm stuck. And then this is Chenille's Home Slim. And this color is teal and blue multicolor. I've used this in the past. It's great for dinosaurs, snakes, that type of thing, but I didn't have any more, so I picked up another one. I did use a whole skein of this before, so I guess I liked it. This is a new one to me. I've never used this one. It's Chenille Home Slim, and it's called Black and White Tweed. Slim, black and white tweed. And they say black and white, but it sure looks like navy to me. I'm gonna have to put it next to some black yarn and see how it looks, but pretty different. Don't know what I'm not gonna do with it yet, but I'll come up with something. And this one is Navy Speckle, and this one is Chenille Home Slim. Isn't it pretty? I like that a lot. I like that a lot. When I get these yarns, I'm always squeezing them because I want to make sure they're soft and they're going to glide on my hook. I hope. I hope, I hope. Because there's nothing more irritating than trying to crochet something and you got drag, right? And then I picked up this one. Well, I didn't pick it up. Denise, I picked it out, but she purchased it for me. And it's called Carmine Rose. Really pretty, bright pink. So I don't have that, I'm sure. So I thought that was pretty. So those are the 6 I picked out. And as I'm getting ready to go, and I'm ahead of her and she's behind me, I see her throw this in her cart. And the color is ivory, and it's called Faux Fur by Loops and Thread. Look how thick that is. Look at how thick that is. So I thought dragon right away, and how pretty that would be going down the back in the tail of a dragon. So I will definitely give this a go on one of my dragons. So those are the yarns I got. So let me go back. Let me save this till the end. If you remember last week or the week before, I don't remember which week, so if you do, you're better than me. I showed you a tassel that I made for a collaboration I was in my paper crafting community. And I made a tassel that's hanging up over there, and I probably should have brought it to show you. But I topped it with a crocheted octopus, and everybody's been calling it the octo tassel. Well, I did not expect at all that anybody would want these tassels. This was the first tassel I've ever made in my life. But I got orders for them. I couldn't believe it. I got orders for them. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that people like them and ordered them. But I made 2 for someone. They got mailed yesterday. But I did take a picture, so I'll put that up so you can see the 2 that I mailed out. And I had 1 more to do, and I was on a roll, and I got all 3 of my tassels done while I was sitting here in my craft room with tons of ribbons and eyelash trim and lace and all kinds of stuff all over my room. It was an explosion of these materials. So I finished the last of the tassels that were ordered, and she wanted a pink one similar to the one I made for myself. So here it is, octo tassel. Isn't that pretty? Such pretty ribbons and laces, and so feminine. It's so feminine. Isn't that pretty? So this will be going out soon to its new owner. And thank you very much for liking my tassels and wanting some. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You are pretty. Isn't she pretty? So I did get that done. I have been working, just don't have a whole heck of a lot today. So in my true form, I'm going to complain, because that's what I do. That's what I do. I was thrilled. I got my order in from Premier last week, and I had spent quite a bit of money. I ordered a lot of yarn from them, but mainly because they had ballet pink back in stock. Haven't been able to find ballet pink in months, and I didn't have any left. And I was making something special, which you'll see in that clip next week, and I was running out. So I ordered it from them, and it came in, and when I ran out of the skein I was using, I opened up the package, because I ordered 3 of them, and pulled out the yarn, and it didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel like our regular parfait chunky yarn that we all love to make our plushies with. And then I started to crochet. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is horrible, horrible, horrible. It dragged on my hook so much. And I have good hooks. I have clover hooks, and I never have a problem with that. And maybe a little bit with Bernat blanket, but even this seemed worse. I couldn't believe how horrible it was. Looks pretty, but it's definitely thicker. I don't know if you can tell. Definitely thicker. stronger. If this was the regular Parfait chunky yarn, that would have broken by now. I can't break it. Guess what? I can make a magic circle with it. Doesn't shed as much. Feels awful. Just feels awful. It doesn't have the softness to it, and it doesn't have the glide that you usually get on your hooks. So I was pretty upset, because ordering from Premier is not cheap. I mean, we can get it on Hirschner's. If they had this color, which they haven't in months, and they're probably going to end up with the same thing, I don't know. So I wrote to Premier yesterday, and I complained, and I said, I don't know what you're doing to your yarns, but they're not the same. They're either falling apart and shedding all over the place, or in this case, it's very rough and thick and drags on the hook like crazy. To my surprise, they wrote back to me right away. They wanted the lot number, and they wanted me to take a picture of the UPC symbol and email it back to them, which I did. I did it right away. And not long afterwards, I got a reply from them. Of course, they've never told me what happened with the yarn. I asked if they changed manufacturers. What happened? What's going on with your yarn? Because if this is what we're going to get for Parfait Chunky, I'm not buying it anymore. Which scares me, because I just ordered all of that special edition yarn, 2 skeins of each. I hope it's not like this. That was expensive. So they're sending me another bag of 3 skeins of this yarn. And I told them, if it's like this one, I don't want it. I don't want it. Give me my money back, because I just don't like working with it. So I'm curious, have any of you ordered the ballet pink from Premier? They didn't have it on Hirschner's yet, so we couldn't get it there. So I think it was only on Premier you could get that color. But if you have, are you having the same issues as me, or was the bag I got sent just a fluke? I don't know. But I'm really upset, because I really, really, really like this yarn. But sure have been having issues with it. So it's kind of sad. I feel sad. So I'm curious. I'd like you to let me know how you feel. And then I was contacted by someone who asked if I would test a pattern for her. It's her first pattern, and I assumed she watched my videos, because how else would she get my email and write me this letter asking me to test, and if I would ask Heather, Cottontail Crafts by Heather, and Robin, Knotting Hook Crochet, if they would want to test it as well. So I sent them pictures of the item, and they agreed to do it. And we had to straighten out a few little things with Elsa, who is the creator, because she had never done this before. So she was unsure of how to do certain little things. So we got all of that stuff straightened out. And Heather and Robin have already put up videos showing theirs. Today is the release day for this pattern. So I will show you my little guy that I finally made yesterday because I've been so busy with other stuff. Just so busy. So here he is. He's my little mouse. And he's not a little mouse. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. But how cute is he? And look at this eggplant he's holding. This comes with the pattern. And I just got a message from Elsa saying she also added a cookie pattern to this release. So you don't only get the mouse pattern, you get the eggplant pattern, and you get a cookie pattern. The mouse could be holding a cookie instead of the eggplant. But I like the eggplant because it adds color. I probably went against the grain. I did use Parfait Chunky. This is where that pink came in. I wish you could feel it, because what a difference from one side of the ear to this side. You can definitely tell the difference. And I just made the eggplant before I started this video, and I wanted it to be different, and I don't have a lot of dark purple in Parfait Chunky, so I didn't want to use that yarn, but I have a lot of Bernat velvet yarn, and I had this color in Bernat velvet. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty. And this is, and the leaves are also a velvet yarn, but I forget the company. I should have brought the label in. It's a different company that I had ordered from on Amazon last year sometime. So I made the leaves with that. So what do you think of this guy? Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? I get the biggest kick out of it. Ah. So like I said, this is available today on Etsy. I will put a link to this in my description below. So if you're interested in buying it, you can go over and check it out. Right? Right. He's so cute. He's so cute. So that's it. That's what I have for you today. That's it, because I've been so busy, which I love. I love. It's better than me having to figure out what I feel like making. It's all written out for me, so I know what I have to make. So I like that. I like that. And thank you to anybody who's ever ordered from me. I so appreciate it. I have been so blessed with orders from people online, and I've actually done better with that than I've done at my markets. In the 2 orders I shipped out yesterday, I made the same amount of money that I made at that market that I did the video on last week. Just in 2 orders. So, crazy, right? You just never know. You just never know. So thank you. Thank you very much. I so appreciate you. And for all of you who come and check my channel, I so appreciate you as well. I'm so happy about it. I look and I see these wonderful comments, and it's a little embarrassing to me sometimes because I'm not used to being complimented like you all have been. Yet it does feel good. It does feel good that you don't mind that there's an old lady out there doing this stuff and you're watching her and you're appreciating what she does. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. I'm going to go work on some orders, and I will see you all next Wednesday. Have a good day. Bye.